My name is Dr. Teresa Hardaway. I am the owner of Garnet Books. I also own Blackbird Revolt, and I'm an associate professor of design at the University of Minnesota. Garnet Books started as a beautiful idea in the mind of our founder, which was Dion Sims, and she was really responding to the lack of Black and people of color throughout the publishing and book industry. Authors, Black authors oftentimes don't get the opportunity, the support that they need to get our stories told. She started this bookstore with that dream, and when I acquired the store in 2024, I was really interested in carrying out that dream. And so I am really passionate about not just carrying forward the idea that this store holds Black and brown authors and creatives and illustrators here in this space, but also creating a third space where Black, brown, queer, folks who are oftentimes dehumanized or disenfranchised, unrepresented in our system can find themselves and see this store reflect back to them who they are. So of course we're a bookstore, so we have a ton of different author-centered events. So people will do their book launches here. We also have book clubs. We have 3 different genres of book clubs. We have an abolitionist book club, of course. We have a fantasy book club, and we have a graphic novel book club. These are all book clubs that anyone can join. We also host a variety of just kind of out there events that just bring folks together. We hosted a queer dating night, speed dating night one time. And so we're really thinking about creative ways to get people who are interested in certain things to meet other people who are interested in that same thing. Because I think nowadays technology really keeps us separated. And so, what can we do to encourage folks to come out and meet folks face to face and build relationship, build community? Art has a responsibility to reflect what we are seeing in the sociocultural atmosphere. There's a quote that I live by in my work and the work that I do at Blackbird Revolt, and even the work we do here, is that artists are here to disturb the peace. That is by James Baldwin. And those are wise words. There are things that I think that art has the ability to tell in such a way that really garner support. I think that art and literature, storytelling, narrative has the ability to tell a counter narrative, a counter story to what we're seeing in the media, especially at a time when all of our history is being, removed from curriculum, from, our broader educational system. And so being able to have a place like Garnet Books where you can come and still see the history is super, super important so that we don't lose that. We can't lose that, because if we do, we are going to forget who we are and how far we've actually come, and what we do have the ability to see in the future. The liberation and freedom that we talk about here at Garnet Books, we can see all our ancestors who fought for that. This fight started long time ago, and we can continue fighting together. Is really important. I think that when you own a store or some sort of retail space, you are going to be intrinsically connected to your community. And so being able to be here, I think is a very convenient location. People can use public transportation to gain access to our stores. I think whenever there is, a march or a protest that's happening at the Capitol, people can stop by here on their way. But specifically, being able to be a beacon in our neighborhood has been really, really important. When the ICE occupation was happening, being able to use this space as a connector of people, and really show up for our community in that way. Because it was, I think, when we think about what was happening with the federal occupation, it was really about uplifting neighbors. We were able to use this space to build community and to get folks what they needed for protests, hand out signage, hand out, garments that all kind of shouted the same message. And so we really see ourselves as a unifying force for community and to advocate for the things that we believe in, which is, reparations, which is, no ICE, which is freedom for our people, the way in which our stories need to be told, really advocating for those pieces in those narratives. And so being able to say we are here in this neighborhood and connected to people was really important. I think that people kind of see us, kind of lighting up this area of town, and, being able to empower folks with resources, with art, with abilities to learn and still physically connect with people here in this neighborhood.